going on, everybody? It's Rockman3K3, and you're back for another great episode of the Nerd Plate. But this time it's a special series. We're having dinner interviews with some of my close friends, while Leroy Ketchum, aka the Loc'd saying now, aka C Real, aka Go Heezy, is out and about. He's actually celebrating his second son. Congratulations to him. I love the dude to death. But today we have a very special guest to fill in for this interview. You've seen her in some of the greatest cons ever. She's also been in different expos. She made like plenty of top 20 lists for your cosplays, even top 5 sometimes. I am talking about the wonderful, the very beautiful Yuki Crissy. Yuki Crissy, come on in.
Hi.
How are you? It has been so long since you've come back to the Nerd Plate. Thank you so much.
Yes. Hi. I've been good. I'm excited to be here.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, before we start, of course, tell people where they can find you, anywhere on the interwebs.
Well, Yuki Crissy, name everywhere. It could be on Facebook.com/Yuki Crissy, Instagram, Yuki Crissy, Twitch, Yuki Crissy. And Twitter is the only one that's Crissy Yuki. I took my own name and can't lock myself out. But everything else, Yuki Crissy.
We've done that before. I know how that feels. That's awesome. Okay. Well, let's jump into it because I got a few questions for you, of course. First thing I want to get into is like we've been seeing you at a lot of cons this year. Do we have any favorite cons so far that you've been to?
Like in general or just this year?
Let's go this year. Let's give you a smaller scope.
This year, well, I haven't been to many cons this year. I think I only went to 2.
Okay.
I really enjoyed BlurredCon this year. It was really fun.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun there. But my favorite con that I've been to in general will be DragonCon.
Did you go this year? Because I know it's happening right now.
But... happening right now, and I'm in New York working. Sad. That is my favorite con in the world. I would love to go back again. Hopefully next year.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Are you gonna go next year? Are you gonna try to go?
I'm going to try to go next year for sure.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because some of my friends are there, and same thing. I would have been there, but I had to work. I've been working nonstop, so I feels on that one. Totally
Who needs to work? Let's just quit and just go to cons and be
right. That's it. Be broke nerds out here. I'm with it. We just gotta get to. We all gotta divvy up unemployment and like whatever change we can follow. Just live in one house and just.
There we go. You see, it works. I think there's a plan. I think we should do that.
There you go. That's it. Awesome. Okay, so. Next question is, so what is Yuki Crissy been focused on these days? What's the main project you got going on? If you can tell us, it's cool if you gotta be secretive. I understand,
So, well, my latest project I did was Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Nice.
I did that randomly, and I love how it came out. So I'm gonna be shooting with a good friend of mine. So we're gonna do some videos and a cool calendar shoot. Hopefully soon. I'm trying to plan some new cosplays, but okay. One of my dream cosplays that I'm planning, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work, is this.
Yo, yes.
I love Spawn. I would love to make a Spawn cosplay. Yes. Hopefully, we'll see. I've been drafting, taking it apart, drafting again. So hopefully. That's what I'm currently working on now, though. Okay,
awesome. Just in time because we have the Jamie Foxx movie that's supposed to come out any day now. So,
yeah. Listen, I'm ready. He's my favorite. Him and Flash are like my top 2 favorite comic characters. Yeah. So I would love to do Spawn one day.
That's crazy. Now I gotta ask, how did you come up with Pyramid Head? Because are you a Silent Hill fan, or did you start playing and you're just like, this is cool? I'm gonna how did you come up with that?
So. Okay. I like the movies. The movies were really good.
Okay.
So I played the game for 2.5 seconds, got scared, didn't want to play it ever again. I fell in a pool and these monsters chased me, and I literally pressed the power button. I did not. I was so scared. But I love the creation, and I love how Pyramid Head is in the first movie, how he became he just switched sides, basically. I love that about him. So I'm I could do him. I think I could be cool, kind of.
That's awesome.
And I heard he's been in Death by Daylight. I haven't played it yet, though, but I know he's in there too.
Absolutely. Oh, now which Silent Hill did you play? Do you remember? that you're just like, no?
I think it was the first one. It's like a really old one. I just remember it was just like, it was like really old. I got lost. It was just everything foggy or dusty, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the first one. Yep, that's
and I fell in a pool. It was a pool out of nowhere.
You didn't use the pipe or the crowbar to try to get out?
Oh, that's how you get out. I was stuck for like an hour, like a full on hour, and then out of nowhere things came at me like this. I was like, no, thank you.
So if you ever get the courage to go back and play it, because it is scary, it's more psychological, and so based on how you play the game, you get different endings. It's like really cool. It reminded me a lot of what Indigo Prophecies did later and a lot of other games, but like it's a thriller. I definitely
didn't know that. Well, I only was like what in real time, probably like 5 minutes into the game. Crazy. I don't do good with scary games.
None, yeah, because I think you even try to play Resident Evil and that didn't go well for you either.
I beat 8. I am very proud. That's the only Resident Evil.
I did see that. I watched the stream and I was just like, okay, she beat 8.
That's the only Resident Evil. No other horror. I beat Outlast.
Wow. Well, okay, then look, if you beat Outlast, you can go back to something else.
It took about like 8 months, but
okay, now let me ask you this, because there's a new Outlast coming out. Are you gonna play that one too?
No, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The only reason I beat the first one because I was begged and like I lost the bet, everything. But the second one, I refused to play. Whistleblower, I refused to play. Now you telling me there's another one?
This one, so it's really funny. In this one, you play as asylum patients who sign up for the experiment, and you have to survive the experiment. So
that makes sense. My doggy's talking to me.
Oh.
And they're like talking. If you hear them talking in the background.
Oh, that's fine. That's awesome. Oh, all right. Let's see. So my next question for you, going down. Okay. Well, are you still streaming? Which I think is true. But are you still streaming? And if so, what are you streaming nowadays?
Okay, I will start again. I have taken a break because I recently got a promotion at my new job. So I've been working. Thank you. I've been working like nonstop, like just trying to like get everything together. But I said starting like Wednesday, I will try to get back into streaming.
Okay.
I hate horror games, but that's all I like to stream for some reason. I want to stream Lunch Lady. I heard it's really fun.
Wow. Okay. What about what is it? Is it Phantom Gasmora or whatever? What is it called?
I heard about that. Is that one like you can play with friends?
Yeah, and you go in and you're like, all right, let's buy all this equipment, and then like if your friends get possessed or killed, you gotta leave them. Like that's so messed up.
I want to play it. I think I will have so much fun playing that game. Everyone will leave me. I will die like first every round. I know it, but I still want to try.
So, okay, out of the games you've streamed, give me, I guess, a top 5 of what you, because I know you like to stream horror games because, you know, you like to be, like, scared or, you know, a certain amount of scared before you're just like, nope.
Yeah. Honestly, so it's weird, like, streaming-wise, because when I stream to, like, interact, you know? So everyone likes, like, when I stream horror games because they get to interact with me more. But that's not my favorite games to play. Like my favorite game I played on stream was Final Fantasy. I was so like I didn't even realize until my stream went down, and I was like, okay, and I was like in silence playing the game, and then I saw messages. I'm like, oh, I'm live. I was like not looking at any chat. I love playing. Like I love action adventure games. So if it's just like one nice story, I could just.
Okay, because that was gonna be my next question. Now, do you ever plan on putting more RPGs up? Because you know that's my bag. You know I love RPGs, like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because that would be a good one. That's like a big open world on the Switch. Of course, the Final Fantasy series. Yeah. You know, Fantasy Star Online too.
Yeah. My little brother loves Fantasy Star. I do not mind it. It's just I don't like turn-based games, so they have to be hack and slash. So, like,
no one likes my turn-based games. I'm so hurt.
Final Fantasy 7 was my first official one I played, the remake anyway, only because it was hack and slash.
Right.
So,
right. And I remember talking about that in the last interview. You know.
What you said?
I said I remember talking about that in the last interview where you're just like, that's why I like it. It's hack and slash, and I'm just like, it used to be turn based though. You know, yeah.
But I want to like if there's more games like that is hack and slash, I will play.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, I don't care how popular it is. I don't care if no one plays it. I would still play it and have so much fun playing it.
Okay, have you thought about Final Fantasy 15?
15.
15 is the same thing. 15, they basically took a hybrid engine of an action like game and like Kingdom Hearts, and then they put it together. And you have like 4 bros. Basically, it's like the anime like God's Trip that's gone completely wrong, but it's really good.
I'll look into that. You know, I don't know if anyone else suggested that to me, surprisingly, because they know I like hack and slash. I'll look into that. We'll see.
Because it's a fusion of both, but it's a lot like how Final Fantasy 7 was, to where it's just like, hey, oh, look at that. But instantly,
he's growling at himself.
Oh,
he saw himself in the video.
He's like, nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, but yeah, no, you should definitely give it a shot.
Okay. I want to try Final Fantasy. Oh, hold on, Sanji. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Wait, what's his name?
Sanji. I have Luffy and I have Sanji. Luffy's behind me. I'm gonna move him really fast. 1 second. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. So next question.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So this is the one right here. This is the loaded gun question. What is your favorite cosplay right now?
My favorite, honestly, is the Pyramid Head.
I knew you were gonna say that because it was very well done. I gotta say, like, you captured it perfectly.
I usually don't have favorite cosplays, which is funny. Like I pick and like, I don't like this, I don't like that. Like even though it could be a really good, I'm not really a huge fan of most of my work. Mm-hmm. But I really was excited when I made Pyramid Head, especially because I made him with no patterns. Like I was trying to make the math equation to get I didn't know what I was doing, so I just made it up. And it came out perfect, and I was excited. And I made it glow. That's my first LED cosplay.
That is crazy. Well, because it looks so good. Okay, so that's my next question. How long did it take to do that if you didn't have any patterns or anything?
The head itself, 2 days, 3 days.
Okay.
After work, like every day after work, I made it out of cardboard and foam.
Nice.
The sword, I took a little longer because I broke it twice. So, but it took like a week to make the whole cosplay, to be honest.
That's awesome. Wow.
I'm going to remake it a bit because I have a friend who wants to buy my head. And I was like, I learned ways to make it better. So I might sell that old one and make a better version that's more detailed.
Okay. Also, like, so, man, like, where does the inspiration come for that? Like, are you just chilling one day and just like, Pyramid Head? Or like, are you just like, all right, I'm watching this, I kind of like that. Or I'm watching this, kind of like that, you know?
There's a method to my madness, okay? Like, I have a plan. I like things that I could put my own spin in it, but it has to be like dramatic. It have to be dramatic, if that makes sense. Like, but it has to, like, I don't like simple things. It has like, so Pyramid Head, but I could do my own spin. I don't want to be exactly like the character, if that makes sense.
Right.
My friends like, do the nurse. I'm like, the nurse is boring. I need the head. I need to be like that.
Yeah, because everybody does the nurses. We've seen those a lot. We've seen Pyramid a lot. I've seen a few of the Silent Hill 3 main character. I think Chloe, I think is her name.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like that. That's probably one of the most scary psychological games I've ever played. Because they have another one called Silent Hill: The Room, which is the 4th one, where like you never leave a room. Like you're literally like mentally stuck in this room, and like as you go to the door, right? It's literally like at first it's just a simple lock, but then as you play the game, there are like demonic locks on the door that only you can see. It's crazy. So, yeah.
That sounds like a game I will rage quit.
And because it's funny because the main character's whole job is to try to like, okay, I'm trying to save my neighbor next door and I'm trying to get out of the room, but he can't leave his apartment. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. Noted. All right. I'll look into it, or you could stream it and I could watch you play it. I'm scared.
Oh my gosh. Yuki, I want to be a better streamer, but like I just don't. One, I don't have the time, and then two, like I'm just like, all right, I'm here because like I did stream Fantasy Star Online, and like I was just like, all right, I did that on YouTube, and I was just showing people what to do and how to like play it and stuff like that. And a few people watched it, but I can't get up to your numbers, of course, So
no, listen. I'll be surprised when anyone comes on. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's my motto for streaming. Hello, I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome. And 90% of the stream all the time. Camera like crashing, things falling. I'm like,
I do remember that. Those are always priceless moments because you always just come back. You're like, okay, guys, I'm back finally.
Everything's different.
Right.
100%. When I start streaming, I will go back to chaos. I know it. So.
That's awesome.
I learned nothing.
Okay, and then also too, because you did a lot of Capcom characters. I meant to ask you because I know you've played some of the fighting games. Are you excited for Street Fighter 6?
I am. I want to. I'm planning. I want to do Jury.
You always played it. Always.
I like Jury's design, so I really want to do her new design. She's one of my main characters who I fight with, but I also have arachnophobia, and the original she has a spider on her back.
Spider on the back. Yeah.
It was so scary, but now I like the new costume.
Does that give you stress every time you see it? You're just like,
It's not really a spider, but it looks like one. So I'm like,
all right.
But I want to cosplay her and Kimberly. I want to,
Yeah, that's so. I like her new character. All right, okay. And let me ask you this because I'm gonna probably ask everybody this on the interviews because like, recently some things were brought up, but I want to know between Ryu and Ken, who do you think is stronger?
Ryu.
See, smart person. Thank you. You finally putting it to bed. Like there are people out there. There's some of my friends, of course, that believe that Kid is stronger, and I'm just like, nah. Like he's very close, but it's like a Goku and Vegeta situation. It's always.
I was going to say Kid, and I thought about it, like, no, Ryu. I think Ryu is stronger.
I mean,
I'm not fully heavy into the game, so I can't really I don't have that much to back me up. So someone might argue me down. I'm like, I'm sorry, you got this, but
they always do. Trust me, because like I got into that a long time ago. I was like, nah, man, Ken's better because of this. And I'm just like, no, you're wrong. Like Ryu has 3 Darkados. Thank you. Like
Listen, I still say Ryu no matter what. Okay, we got this. We got this.
See, there you go. And then of course I gotta ask, how are you liking how One Piece is going? Because I know you're a huge One Piece fan. We gotta talk about it.
I got a One Piece tattoo recently.
You got a straw hat? Are you gonna be straw? Are you gonna be lifting?
I think I can show you a little.
Please.
Right here.
Oh, congratulations! Wow. Okay.
I designed
it. Guys at home, not only did she watch One Piece 3 times as a
3 times.
Yo, she's about the life because
I saw episode 1,000. I was so hyped. The art was amazing.
And I really again still want to get into it. It's just you have to just truck to get to that one part, and then after I think people say after 400 it just picks up. And it's
so I will suggest there is something called it's literally the name of the special is called Episode of East Blue. And it's a summary. It's 1 episode summary of the beginning of One Piece, and they have a 1 episode summary of like the next part. So if you don't, those are for people who don't want to watch like 1,000 episodes. You can just watch that 1 summary, get a gist of the anime, and you could continue the anime straight from there.
Okay, awesome.
So,
all right, I might.
That's how I got to keep friends in. I'm like, if you don't like it, I'm never one to really like push anime. Like watch it. It's a great.
No, I do it sometimes. Sadly, that's me. I'm the drug dealer of the group. Like, come on, man, you gotta watch it. Listen, that Cowboy Bebop was amazing. Yo, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that.
I will watch the last 2 episodes eventually.
You know what? Interview over. No.
I have words.
That's okay. One of my friends, he did the same thing. He got to like the very last 2 episodes, and I'm just like, okay, you have to watch it. Like you because I can't say anything, and he's just like,
I will watch it.
I'm just like, oh.
It's only 2 episodes. I could watch it. I got this. I started the live action. It was really good, but I haven't finished it. It's not. I enjoyed it, but I didn't finish it yet.
So how did you feel about it? Because I was really sad that like I think it was a good adaptation. Like as a person who is a diehard fan of it. I mean, I even have on. I don't know if you can see, but I have on the Samurai Champloo. Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of Watanabe's work with Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, and of course Carol Tuesday, which is really good.
I didn't know that was. I knew they looked like similar. I didn't know that's the same creator. That makes a lot of sense now.
And did you know they're in the same universe as well? Did not know that either. That was something I found out this year. I was like, that's awesome.
That's not surprising. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally
so he's an amazing artist, and I do like so how I felt about the adaptation. I think that it was great and it stood on its own, and it reminded me a lot of the manga Shooting Star that was like completely different from the anime. Mm-hmm. How did you feel about it seeing? Because you've seen the anime, and like, how did you feel about the live action show?
I didn't watch much of the live action, but I felt it was like I'm one of those who's always a huge live action fan of most of the time. So I actually really did enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it more than the anime personally.
Okay, nice. And I kind of, to an extent, I like the character placement because Jet was always the father figure in the anime, but they actually made him a father in this one, and they made him black, which he was voiced by a very awesome black voice actor.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So it's one of the few animes that like has the best English sub ever because or dub. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because the actors are really good.
I watched it in English. I liked it. Yeah. It was. Yeah. I will give the prop to where that is. My only problem with Cowboy Bebop, but it's probably not Cowboy Bebop's fault. Mm-hmm. It's just like the old school way of them telling like a story, like that's how it was, like in like the 90s, like how or like early, like it was just like weird, like instead of just very straight, like very flow straight to the point, it's like the story was everywhere. You just got to kind of figure it out,
right? Because that's how he told it. Like you just said, like in the anime, he told it in one shot. Like he was all about making every anime episode like a short video, and so he always shot everything like kind of you could watch it and it stands alone and you still be like, okay, that's Cowboy, which was cool for the 90s. But I agree with you, like if there would have been a little bit more continuity in it, like it probably would have done a little bit better. So
I didn't watch anime like when I was younger, so I was like one of the newer age anime fans. So like my first real animes I got into is like Bleach and Naruto and stuff.
Nice.
So
okay. I was just about to ask that. What you cut your teeth on? Like, so was Bleach the first, or was it One Piece?
My other tattoo, my Bleach tattoo.
What?
Yeah, I have a actually.
Okay.
I have this tattoo. Here, boom.
Wow. Not Yurichi, but Yurichi student. I forgot her name.
Typhoon.
Yes.
So Bleach was my first action anime that I love because like I watched not like a little of Naruto and I was like, what is this show? Like I was making fun of it. It was so funny to me. They used to run with their arms back. I was like, what is that? But Bleach was the first show that like, because at the beginning of Bleach, you know how it's like urban life in Japan. So I got to be able to relate to the show, and it kind of helped me branch in to like action anime, and then they brought in the action. Naruto was just too much for me like normal world to ninja world. That was too much for me. So Bleach was my like intro to action, but it wasn't my first anime. But that was my one that I was like, this is cool.
So okay, now are you an all type of anime fan, or do you have like your certain genres that you really stay in?
I'm all types except for mechs. I don't like mecha. I'm sorry.
Why do you hurt my heart every time we do an interview? You hurt my heart.
I try. I do try to get into it. I think it's I blame my brother. I have PTSD. When I was younger, he was heavy into Power Rangers and stuff. So, but I think I was like, that younger sister, like, I don't care.
Yeah, like, I don't care, like this nerd stuff. But yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like Gundam and what is it, Big O and all that. I'm like, I can't.
Not even big.
I did try. I even tried to
Oh.
watch Cannon Busters. It was too too mecha.
You know what? Okay. All right. I'm gonna put that out there. You're not alone on that. Like I like Cannon Busters. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of a Black Trigun. And like I wanted more from it. It's still good. Don't get me wrong.
I like Trigun. Don't get me wrong. I love Trigun.
Okay, what do you think of the remake? What do you think of the remake?
There's a remake. Excuse me.
Okay, after this interview, you gotta go watch the trailer. But it's a complete retelling of like Vash the Stampede's story. He's like different. He's got a different coat, everything.
Oh, okay. That made me excited. All right, 100%. I 100% want to look into that. But Cannon Busters was like, it was one of those. I'm trying to get into Gurren Lagann. Like, I know that's like borderline, like mech and not really. So I'm getting through it slowly.
You have to dig to the stars. That's all I'm gonna say. Dig to the stars. Great, man. Another friend of the show, Pretentious Nerds, my buddy who's on there, Cocoa Puff, he loves Gurren Lagann. Like when I used to work at GameStop, he used to come in and we used to talk about it all the time. It's amazing. You will love it. It's very sad towards the end, but it's so good. Like there are a lot of good, like, oh my gosh, like heart-wrenching moments, but it's I do like it.
Interesting. Okay, I will look into. Okay, all right, I will give it a try. One show that I did give a try that I said no to for years, but recently I'm actually caught up to date now. Is JoJo.
Me too. I gave in to the RR.
I slowly, it took years. I'll watch because I couldn't get through the first season. It took me like 3 years to get through the first season, and then
Yuki,
and
it
then
is
recently
the greatest,
I was bored.
weirdest anime ever.
It's actually now that I'm in it. I'm like, this is really.
It's so
really good.
Weird. Like I don't like. I can't even explain it to people. Like when I tell them about it, I'm just like, you gotta watch JoJo. Watch JoJo. You know, like it's just so good. But yeah.
But I told you it took me some time, but now I get it. I get it. Like I when I watched the last episode, well, I know the season, I think it just came out or whatever, the next season.
Yeah, the Ocean Jewel or Star Ocean.
Yeah, but I watched half, until then. So I didn't know I was caught up, and I was like, where's my episodes? And I'm looking it up, asking my friends.
Yep.
And they're like, you caught up? Like, I caught up that fast? Excuse me? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and are you getting the crazy music references like Lisa, Cold
Yes,
Jam?
I'm understanding Jolene's.
Oh my gosh.
Dolly Parton or whatever. I'm getting it. I'm like, oh, okay, I see.
So, okay, I gotta ask too, because you seem like a shonen girl, but I'm gonna ask, are you more into the shonens or do you watch like other stuff? Because, you know, I'm from the old school where like so back in my time, this is me showing my age, we had to smuggle anime in like drugs, no lie. Like I started on like Vampire Hunter D, Pat Labor, Ninja Scroll, Wicked City, and like you have to like go to Atlanta and like go to like this little specific bootleg tape place, and they have anime, or like you have to just know someone that can import it from Japan. But a long time ago, they also had this other thing called New Type, which was insane. But it was just a magazine that had all the new stuff that were never coming to America, but they're just like, here you go. When you
teaser for you.
Yes. What was I guess, like, are you in like shonen? Do you like to get around to other stuff, or?
I'm right now, like I'm into everything, but it depends on my mood. So like when I'm into mystery, I only stay in mystery animes for like a month or two. And then I go to shonen. Like I love Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff. So like I'm really into shonen, but it has to be.
Are you ready for season 0? Are you ready for that?
Yes. I didn't see the movie.
I didn't either. I'm waiting on Crunchyroll. I think Crunchyroll is gonna get it. I'm waiting on it.
I want to see it so bad, but like it depends on my mood. Like, and then if I'm into shoujo at the time, then I'm gonna see me with my cutesy animes. Like it goes away. The only thing I don't touch is mechs, but everything else, like right now, I'm in this limbo because I'm trying to find a mystery anime similar to Danganronpa.
Okay, I got one for you. So there's like 3. If you want something more gruesome, there's King's Game. If you want something that's a little bit more lighthearted, but like still kind of like action mystery, Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi was so good.
Oh,
You
we're
have to
writing
watch.
down.
Yes, Odd Taxi is so good, Yuki. Like you have to watch every episode.
Odd Taxi and the King's Game. There, you know, I was Googling, asking friends. They gave me nothing. Odd Taxi and King's. That's where I'm at right now. Like that's my mood. So.
Okay, there's that, and then there's also. Did you ever watch? And this is again showing my age. Serial Experiments Lane. Did you ever watch that one?
I've heard of that, but no, I haven't.
So that one's good. I love the main character, but there's another one that's a lot like it called Sunny Boy. Mm-hmm. It's basically these teenagers in high school get transported to this other dimension, and it has different rules. They're trying to figure out how to get home and what the rules are. And every episode is like a different region. So,
okay. Thank you. You helped me. So you don't understand. I was like, I didn't even want to watch anime. Like I was over. I only watch like my weekly, updates, and then I'm like, I need something else to binge. I need a good anime.
There's so much out there nowadays and that's why I was like, man, like because again, I'm like the old man. Kids don't know how good they got it these days because they got the Crunchy Rolls and Hulu. We had to like. I
when there was the websites like One Piece of Bleach website and like was it something does I forgot like Dub Smash not Dub Smash you know what I mean.
Right, or like YouTube, where you have to like watch it in 3-parters,
Yeah, or Kiss. Well, Kiss Anime was like the last
anime. Man!
But I would go on those religiously.
How did you feel when Kiss Anime got canceled?
No, that was the last one. That was my savior. I'm like, how you guys?
Man, and it was only because that was the last bastion between Crunchyroll being the last anime like place, and they were just like, yeah, we're going after it. Because like when Sony acquired them, they were like, yeah, we gotta go after them. And I was like, oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah, but that's how I used to on my laptop. I download it first because my connection sucked, and I just take 20 years to download it while I'm in school, and I come home and then my episodes will be loaded up, and I'll be ready to watch it.
Yeah, that's it. Good old LimeWire Morpheus days.
Yes, for real.
All right. So speaking of all that, now you're a cosplayer. You're out here doing amazing things. What is probably the top 5 most influential animes or games that really influence your cosplay? If you have to guess.
Okay, it's gonna be weird.
Okay.
Just like I just said about like not liking mechs, but Gundam is a big inspiration for me.
But you won't watch Mobile Suit Side Story? I see how it is. Oh, okay.
So like on my like Pinterest account and stuff, I have a lot of like pictures of Gundams or like characters like like art style like it. And I really want to make a mecha costume, but without the mech. So I'm trying, like, I always have like a lot of ideas. Like I'll do like, for example, if I'm doing like a Kill la Kill character, I'll make it like I'll try to have some mech like little parts.
That was cool. I remember the picture that you had where you were like on top of the pinball machine. I mean, not pinball, but speedball machine. And I was just like, yo, that's awesome. Like where you did like the whole like Kill la Kill like Gundam crossover.
Yeah. Like I like, but I use it a lot for inspiration. Even like things that you won't even think, like even Pyramid Head. Like I looked up like Gundam art styles of like characters and stuff, and I'll see like little bolts, and I'll take those bolts and then like make it a different color, if that makes sense, to make it match.
Okay.
So that's surprisingly enough, that's a big inspiration to me. Other than that, One Piece isn't. That's my favorite anime, but One Piece, I'm not interested in cosplaying in any way. I just enjoy the show. Okay. I just like the show completely. But who else? It's like honestly, I realize when it comes to cosplay, I'm more into video games and like comics than like I don't cosplay as many anime characters. It's not on purpose. I'm just not inspired as much.
I mean, we do have the best costumes in video games, so
Yeah, like it's easy because you like. I like to like things like I like actiony cosplays. Things like that. Oh, whatever. You got powers. You got this. Like most anime, like they're in the school uniform, who just so happen,
right? Or just happen to transform, or
like there's something that just magic. But like in like comics, that's their costume. Like that's what they are. For the most part, so I usually go to video games. That's like my number one or comics.
Okay, cool. All right, speaking of comics, real quick, DC or Marvel? Or are you both?
DC.
Wow. All right, you just chose violence today. That's cool. All right.
Okay. I got something to say though. I will say I'm a newer comic fan, but learning, it's not that I think Marvel is cooler. Like I'm more like it's so cool, but I know more about DC. Okay. So you cannot give me any Marvel trivia. I'm like, I don't know. But DC, I learned a lot because Flash was my first like real DC character I really got into, and through Flash, I learned about everyone else.
Flash goes through a lot. Yeah,
I know he's just stressing everyone out. But in Marvel, I don't really have like Marvel is so big, it's so I'm vast. I can't learn everything. I still have to watch older Marvel movies. I'm so behind. So I like Deadpool a lot. So, but everyone likes Deadpool. He's nah.
No, but that's okay. I mean, that's because he's a good character. He's always, because it's funny, Deadpool's always been like the kind of amalgamation of Slade Wilson from DC or Deathstroke. That was their kind of joke on each other, kind of like how Street Fighter and King of Fighters did Dan and like Rhea. So it's still like really awesome, and DC has great heroes. I don't hate on the comics. I hate on the movies though, because DC and Warner Bros.
100% Marvel beats that. 100%. Right. When it comes to the live action shows, I think they're like even. But
because Titans is really good.
Titans is amazing.
Titans is really good. I do love Titans. Okay. All right. I'll let that slide. That's cool.
It's only because of my knowledge. I won't say I hate something if I'm just not. Like, I haven't seen any Thor movies ever. I don't know anything about him. Spider-Man, I had a hatred for years for obvious reasons because he's Spider. But now I learn about him, and I understand he's just a victim.
Constantly, yes.
But
my man cannot catch a break out here. Cannot catch a break.
Yeah. But like I had like a lot of biases against so now I feel a lot better. So and DC's a little dark sometimes. Like I don't like Batman.
Thank you. Like because it's like. And I get it, because Batman in the comics, the problem is that the comics is like both ways. Like Batman has a personality, but he has a few comics where he's dark. But like on the shows, like does he have to be in the movies? Does he have to be dark all the time?
Why so
levity, yeah. Like give him some levity, something. Like if you can give Robin a good personality, shit. Like we should be able to do something with Batman. But
when people think of DC, that's the first thing they think of, like Batman. Like not him. And
Batman can do anything with 2 weeks preparation. Anything.
That is true.
Every time I hear that, I just roll my eyes like, oh, here we go. Here's the Goku and Superman argument. Here we go.
But Spawn, no matter what, will be my number one. I love my Spawn. He's amazing. He's my baby.
See, I can respect that. So my next question is, seeing the evolution of cons and cosplays, how do you feel about it? Like what's your take on cosplaying nowadays?
So I'm gonna be real, probably because during this year it's been a weird flux with me because I've been working, so I haven't been cosplaying as much as I normally do. But it's very interesting because when I started cosplaying, obviously I still do it just for fun. I did it to hang with my friends to do an activity and be like, look at us, we're matching. Like I didn't care about photos, I didn't care about anything else, as long as I put on the outfit and we were like vibing and all our photos could just look like this, like we did not care. So today it's so different because with the age, like after COVID with TikTok blowing up and everything, it feels like everything is very vanity now. So I'm not sure, like when I go to like certain cons and everything, I don't see that bonding no more. It's more or less everyone has to do the perfect angles, a perfect shoot. I'm like, what about, are y'all having fun? Like I miss that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, because that's kind of how I feel about streaming and gaming. Like, because that's another reason why I don't stream a lot, because as a gamer, like that's my love. Like I love video games. Like I bleed that shit. That is me to the day I die. Nintendo forever. But streaming worries me because like that's why I'll never do it. Is because like I don't want it to not be fun anymore. Like where I was like, okay, I'm playing this game to get like numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
I always say, like, I know some people even ask me for advice and stuff, but now, like, years ago, my advice will be easy to understand. Like, just have fun, and we're just nerds having fun. But today, that advice doesn't translate the same way. They're like, yeah, but like,
how to get the numbers,
photos, like, but like, and now that social media is paying everyone for things. Like it hurt. Like just when I could just post a selfie, just no one's like, I get no likes, no nothing anymore. Before, because like now they want everything to be sell, like something to sell. Like you have to sell.
A commodity. It's very commoditized.
Yeah. You know? So it is a little different, and I saw that at cons recently. Like it wasn't as interactive as if they were interactive. It was like more or less like, oh, we have to get the perfect photo together, or let's do a TikTok together. It wasn't just like, hey, let's just hang out together, you know?
Right.
So it's a little different. I'm like merging with it very slowly. Also, I'm also very behind. I've always been behind with social media. I'm just been surprised that I've been keeping up with a lot of people.
Same here.
But I'm like, when people was like, hey, let's do this, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. You gotta show me. Like, I don't.
Right. Like every time, like, y'all should stream, and I'm just like, what
you see doing? My streams. I swear, I think 90% of the people who watch me just watch me because I'm chaotic and throwing things around. I think that look at the people who don't know how to stream. That is my.
No, I really think it's the reactions, because your reactions are priceless. Because I remember watching you play the Silent Hill and watching you play Resident Evil 8. I mean, you stuck with 8 again. Really proud of you for that, because I was just like, like, nobody told about the werewolves, or the mold, like, you know, like.
I got through it. I did it. Whatever. But like, I play horror games because I have more fun with it. No matter if I'm scared, I have fun. But like certain games, you know, there are more competitive games, like more fighters and like even shooters and stuff. I do like playing it. I don't like streaming it because it feels like it's too competitive that I'm not having fun. I'm not a competitive gamer, and I never was.
Same here.
So I'm more of like a fun party game streamer or whatever. So for that reason, as long as I'm having fun doing what I do, I don't care. And I think that's the reason why I don't stream as much too, because I could also get that pressure on me. Like, all right, what else are you going to stream? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? I'm like,
so it becomes that rat race, you know what I'm saying? To like, all right, more views, more streams. It's just like, you know.
I was asked to be a part of some video game streamer groups and stuff, like oh, girl gamers doing like competitive gaming, or like some like they do like podcasts, like similar TV shows and stuff. But I'm like, I'll do it for fun, but y'all gonna be surprised when I got a bunch of girls who's serious, and I'm just like in the background. They're like, who brought this girl here?
Like, what are you doing? Get kills. You're just like, I don't. What am I doing? You know,
I'm just vibing.
Out here, like, what? You know, yeah.
But when I do play games like that, I play it offline purposely, because I'm like, when I'm focused, I'm like, all right, like no matter what, like especially years ago, I would be heavy in Gears of War. That was my game.
Gears, yes.
If you was too slow, I get mad at you. I would yell at you. So like, I can't do that on stream. They were like, "Whoa, bring it down."
What was your weapon of choice? Were you shotgun? Were you chainsaw?
Yes, shotgun. 100% shotty. Always shotty. My 2 pieces all the time.
Man, the 2 pieces with the active reload was crazy out there.
Yes, exactly. And my talk bows.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God, man. The turn. If you were like a king or queen with the turret bow, it was over. It was done, because headshots all day. Headshots all day.
I will always do headshots with torque bows, and they'll get mad. I'm like, yeah.
Because if you do it right, if you crit it, like you can get like their buddies right next to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Man, that was cool. I love that. That's the last game I probably went like really hard competitively, and since then I was like, I'm just gonna vibe.
So did you play the last Gears of War? What was that, 5?
Actually during COVID. So fun fact, even though that was my favorite game for years, I have never played the story because I was scared.
Oh wow, okay.
Even though I like playing online, but I don't like the idea of things chasing me. It's scary. It's so scary. It's so scary. So growing up, like when I was in high school and stuff, I would play it. I never played. No one. Why didn't you play the story? I was like, I'm good. I would never play it. So COVID hit, and since it was nothing to do, I played all of the games, the story, and I finally understood. I was like, I should have played this years ago.
Yes, because it was, man, especially 3 and getting into 4. And
yeah, but I own all of them, but I had to because I bought 5, and I was like, you know what? This is the time. I need to actually understand the story of this game because how am I going to be out here playing the story mode? But
yeah, because like even Gears Tactics is like crazy. Even though it's different, it's more of that turn based that you don't like, but you know.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't a huge fan of Judgment either. It was okay.
It was trash. Don't defend that game. Don't do it. no. I'm saying for it. Don't worry. You didn't say it. I said it. It's trash. I don't like it.
My favorite will always be 2. That's my baby.
2, man. 2 is so sad. Oh man.
Yeah.
2. Oh, you finally get to that point, and I was just like, why? You finally found her. Oh.
I know. I gotta bring in the feels.
Man, all the feels, all of them. Boy, because 3, he was just emo all day. I was like, well, no, I get it. I totally get it.
I get it.
That's hilarious. All right. So my next question is, what is your favorite nerd show this season?
Nerd show?
Yeah, like in the nerd culture. Like what? Because you got like a lot of stuff dropping right now. Of course, She-Hulk is the new thing that just came out. Lord of the Rings, Power, or the Ring of Power. That's just dropped.
I haven't watched She-Hulk yet. I want to watch it.
Okay. Titans is about to come out, which I can't wait for that.
I love Titans.
Yes.
Right now, I would say Titans is probably my top one right now.
Okay.
Still, surprisingly, I like Flash and live action a lot because that was the thing that helped me become a fan of the comics. I didn't have an intro. You can't just throw a comic book at someone. And I'm like, this.
No, not nowadays. Yeah, like oh my God, it's way too much history. Way too much.
I learned the live action, then I bought comics afterwards. So I would say Flash is like up there, but Titans, like something about it is like I'm watching The Boys right now. I'm at the beginning. That's my show.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I know it's crazy. Is it true? I don't know if it's really true. It's the same makers of the Invincible or something.
Kind of. It's on the same. It's on Image.
I see.
And they have some of the same writers, but like, yeah, it's kind of different crews, but some of the same crews that worked on it. Invincible is really good. If you hadn't watched that,
I like Invincible. Yeah, The Boys is giving me that feel.
Oh man,
like live action Invincible.
Listen, that last episode of Invincible had me stressed. I was like, why? Why are you doing this? Just the whole season, we were just like, oh, okay, and then just that one episode, I was just like, you know that's your son, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
I love stuff like that. I do. It's so funny. I love it. But The Boys is what I'm getting into now. Just give me like some time. I will. But I told you, the reason why I didn't get into it because I'm in that mystery phase. I told you, I need when I'm in that phase, I can't leave that phase. So action is I'm like, You gotta get through mystery. Then we go back to that.
Look at King's Game and Odd Taxi. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I know Dr. Stone's coming back out, so I'm happy for that.
That's funny. So what season are you on The Boys?
Oh no, I'm not like literally at the beginning.
Okay,
like,
so
episode 2, 3. Like I just started like 2 days ago. So
okay, cool. Yeah, no. The next interview is gonna be interesting because I want to see what you think. Cause
okay, all right, you don't see me stressed. I know everyone is stressed.
Yes.
What is happening? I like shows that stress me out. So.
Oh, this is perfect. Then you'll love it. Oh, yeah. So yeah.
Have you seen Sandman?
Yes, that is my shit. Yes. It's a DC graphic novel that they released a long time ago by my boy Neil Gaiman. He did, of course, Black Omen, which was really good, and American Gods. But like, this is probably his best work yet. Like, I love it. Like, it's definitely good. They even released a bonus episode that Netflix decided to release, and it was great. Like, I gotta finish it, but like, yeah, because like I watched that from the beginning. When I saw the first episode, I was like, cool. Like, I just stayed up watching that. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta watch the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really good.
I wanted to watch it. I saw it. Like, it's like I have it on my list right now. I'm like, this looks good. This looks nerdy-ish. So now I know. I didn't know it was actually from DC Comics. I thought it was
Yeah, no, like definitely check it out. You'll love it. Um,
Noted.
yeah. Okay, so we're moving right along to the next question here. What do you want to see more out of in the nerd cosplay community? And we kind of talked about this earlier, but
Mhm.
just like what do you want to see more of?
Like I said, like I miss that interaction.
Hmm.
Like I want to go back to my quote unquote roots, even though it wasn't that long ago. I really got
Hmm.
into it, but
Hmm.
I miss like the gatherings and the like. I miss the simpler times, if that makes sense.
Right,
Even if it's
right,
not like crazy or whatever, we can still do nothing. We don't gotta go back like crazy.
right.
But I want to like have like even like the cosplay picnics when it doesn't matter how many followers someone has, and like someone just started yesterday or someone's been cosplaying for 40 years, and we could all like hang out together and not feel any pressure. I
Yeah.
miss like going to cons like that.
Okay.
I just wish we could go back to being a community. I know it's because now cosplay and being a nerd is more mainstream, is now accepted, so
Hmm.
everyone's a part of it. So before we would be in our own little group and be together. Now everyone's a part of that group, so it's a little different.
Right, right, right.
So, but I miss being. I like being a nerd. There's nothing wrong with it. I actually like being like a real nerd, like with social anxiety and like in a corner. That's fine. Like we could hang out together. Like
In the corner with the Game Boy Colors, playing Pokemon. All sick, man. What? That was
with awkward conversations. Like I
yes.
miss that.
So, do you watch blah blah blah? Yeah. Do you watch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. I don't like because I merged into the nerd community
Hmm.
because I wasn't like I was always a little different growing up, but I wasn't like a
Hmm.
nerd until I got like until like later in high school. But the
Right.
moment I found out about like the anime community, I felt so comfortable. Like this is what I was looking for my whole life, where I could just
Yeah.
feel open. Like I could just say some random anime words and no one's not gonna be like, "What is happening?"
Right.
So now I like even though it's more mainstream and stuff, but it's like now the remaining isn't. So now it's like, well, yeah, you like anime, but you're still weird. Like still going to weird group. I
Right.
miss
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah. I
miss that.
miss that too.
I want to go back to that. I wish I was more confident and like I want to plan events and
Hmm.
like get gatherings together. I'm shy, so it's
Oh,
hard for me to plan.
I feel you on that. No, I mean you can totally do a Yuki Con. People
Yeah.
will totally come out. I mean
I
we've come out
I
and set
have
up a
crazy
booth.
anxiety. I think no one's gonna show up, but I want
Everybody.
to have a small, like even like a small gathering, like at a park, like I'm in New York, so Central Park or something, or a
Right.
barbecue, but we'll
Yeah.
all just hang out, and no one has to feel pressured that like this person's not gonna be there. Like it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like we're just having fun. We
Just
could just
have
meet each
fun.
other.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I kind
that's
of
what I miss.
excuse me. I miss that too. When you talk about gaming, because gaming used to be that very niche community, and like
Yeah.
so there like as for me as a gamer, there are certain things like I don't I want the toxic masculinity shit to go away,
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because not all of us are like that, and it gives
Mhm.
us a bad name. But like I do miss when like only a subset of people play video games, and
Yeah.
like only a few people knew what Onimusha was, or like what fucking Champions of Norath was. You know what I'm saying? And you just sit there and you'd be like, yo, you play that? Oh man, and you just become best friends out of nowhere, or
Yeah,
you
it's
sit
like
there
you could
talking
just
about,
vibe over
yeah,
that small little.
right. I miss it because I mean, it used to be like I remember when people found out about Gungrave, and I was just like, y'all don't know about Gungrave? That was a PS2 game, and they made an anime out of it. It's amazing. And
I
so,
didn't even know that actually.
oh
Totally.
man,
Okay.
that's if you ever want action, holla at Gungrave. The PS2 game is still better, but like the anime is good too.
I still have my PS2, so that's fine. I'll buy the game.
There you go. There you go. Man, just awesome stuff over here.
So
Awesome.
it's like we miss the same type of things, whatever. Because
We
before I
do.
got into anime and cosplay, I was always a gamer. Like since I was younger, that's the number one thing I did was nothing but game. So it was very easy to go into anime after gaming because they're very close to
Because
each other.
they go hand in
Yeah,
hand. And
so,
it's
but I
just
discovered anime after it was Drew Gaming. I was like playing, and then everyone was playing. Was it Dragon Ball D Tenkaichi or whatever? And I was
yeah,
like, what?
Tenkaichi 3,
Yeah,
like oh
I
man.
was like, what is this game that I'm playing? Smash Bros. That's a very easy, like
Yes. Classic. Classic over here.
no.
Very classic. All right. So my next question. Let's see. Forgive me, I'm old. Okay, so I gotta ask, because you're pretty much like into like hardcore anime, like we are. Out of the five,
Okay.
One Piece,
Mm-hmm.
Bleach,
Mm-hmm.
Sailor Moon,
Mm-hmm.
My Hero Academia,
Mm-hmm.
or Dragon Ball Super. Like, what is your pick out of those five?
Okay. Um, you can't get mad at me,
Uh,
but two of those animes I haven't seen:
which ones?
Dragon Ball Z, any of
Okay,
them.
look, you don't have to worry about me, but like Locke saying he gonna be like, she hadn't seen
Yeah,
Dragon. We sitting here all
I
the Dragon
haven't seen
Balls.
any, and Sailor Moon.
Wow, Sailor Moon is really really
Yeah.
good. Even the remake is pretty good. They moved a
Yeah,
lot faster than
Crystal.
the remake, but
I watched a little of it, but I couldn't get into. I realized I'm not really that into like magical girls as much as I thought I would be.
sometimes they move really slow.
Yeah,
So I don't blame you on that.
So for that reason, I just canceled them two off my list.
All right, fine. So those two
I
belong. So
know they're great. They have to be. If they're like so amazing, everyone knows about it. I know they're top tier. I just personally won't say on it, but I'm just
look, you're gonna get us killed by the Dragon Ball community.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, oh.
They're coming for me. I'll already be like, it's okay. And they'd be like, oh my god.
My Hero fell off. I was really into it, but slowly I got bored. Slowly.
I feel you because they're in a lull point right now. Like they hadn't really. Ain't nobody live threatening yet. You know what I'm saying? I need that threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. So just like One Piece, I watched Bleach. Like, I think I watched the first season of Bleach like 20, 30 times. Like, I watch it all the time. I put it on when I'm going to bed. Mm-hmm. I just put it on again and rewatch it. So nice. But One Piece, it'll still be One Piece. Because that's been going steady where I'm at in the show. Red is about to come out. I can't wait to see it. Oh my god!
So I gotta ask. Okay, so you picked One Piece, which not surprising, but did you hear about Bleach going to Disney Plus?
Yeah. Did you see the memes?
Where he has a little Disney hat. I was just like, y'all ain't have to do my man's like that. Don't do my man's like that. Put some respect on his name. He took Eisen out with a slice. Put some respect on him. You know.
So right now, because I told you I've been rewatching Bleach a lot, but I watch only the beginning of it over and over again. So now I'm actually trying to go back to finish it. I haven't got to the end of Bleach since probably 2011 or whenever it was it ended. So I don't really remember the ending. So I'm gonna rewatch it soon. Okay. I didn't read the manga. I don't read action manga, so I don't.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Like I do. I read Ghost in the Shell. Like that's one of my favorite ones to read and watch the anime. But yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like actually, I'd rather see it on the screen.
Yes.
And right. You know what I'm saying? And then the only beef I have with the manga is that sometimes the manga just gets super dark out of nowhere. Like it's like, oh, we're training in class. My best friend died. And it's like, yo, what's going on? You know, and so yeah,
go with the mood. Hold on.
Yeah, and it's just like, haha, now we got this going, and now we in the new arc, and just like, I'm sorry, they were kids. What happened? You know, terrible.
I think I heard the Bleach manga is really good. Like I heard it's amazing. So I'm hoping if the anime follows through to the manga, I will love it. The reason why I choose One Piece over Bleach is because no matter what, yes, I love Bleach. The fillers.
It was terrible. God. How do you have more fillers than One Piece, and One Piece has more episodes? How's that? How, Sway? How? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's true. I heard a rumor that it wasn't his fault. It was the publishing company. They were just trying to force it to be longer. So he's I gotta make up stuff.
You're absolutely right, because it was with Full Metal Alchemist and how they had to do a whole new series because when they got to one part, it just went that way, and then we were just like, that didn't happen in the anime, the manga. What's going on? Yeah. And then they redid Brotherhood, and it was like, okay, this is better.
Okay.
So
that's the only, and for that reason, that's the reason why One Piece is, and also no matter what, yes, One Piece is my favorite anime, but I will say that there are some flaws sometimes. Sometimes it is boring, and I'm like, It's taking too long to get through this one little arc. Like, so I'm not gonna be like, this is the best show ever in the world. No.
And you know, as an anime fan, we all go through it. Like, there's not an anime out, with the exception of maybe Tokyo Ghoul. And Tokyo Ghoul was just like, hey, so you remember those first 2 seasons? Did you read the manga? No? Fuck you. You know, it was just like, what are we doing? You know, so it's, terrible.
Would you say there's an anime out there that's like almost perfect to you?
Man, so I'm gonna go back to my old school roots on this. I gotta say it's a 3-way tie for me. It's between Ghost in the Shell, the standalone series, which is almost perfect, because it has a good balance of action and explanation. Cowboy Bebop, because it was classic. And I gotta say Trigun, even though Trigun was different from the manga, excuse me, it was just so good. Like, I couldn't get enough of. Like, I saw that over and over again. Like, I even know like the exact episode when like Wolfwood, you know, so it was just good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they'll play fighting again.
That's awesome. All right, so last question. I think I'm on the last question. Yes, I am. All right, one last question. You knew I was going to ask this because you know it's me. Did you finish Final Fantasy VII Remake, and what did you think?
Okay, well, the game, the first part, not the Yuffie part, I haven't finished it yet. Okay. But yes, at least that part, it was amazing. I loved it.
Did you see the end? And how did you feel about it? Because I know how you felt about Sephiroth. You're like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. And
I like at least in the like, what you guys? They're like play fighting still. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I haven't seen, because I gotta play the next part to understand the rest of the story, but at least the part I was playing, it literally cuts off in the middle. So I gotta continue. So I still don't know anything. I still think, what's her name with the red dress? What's her name?
Ares.
I still think that's Sephiroth's daughter. I could be wrong. I don't know. My friends keep laughing every time I say that. I'm like,
because we know something. Everybody who's played it, we know something you don't, and it's just gonna be like, oof. Wait till the second part. Because man,
I feel like it's really dark. I feel it's so dark. But so far, I love. I like immediately that game. Well, it's very rare. Like, I love the game so much that immediately I want to cosplay, because I like One Piece, but I'm not interested in cosplaying. Like, I'm just like, I like the show. I was like, I want to make a Yuffie outfit. I gotta do Tifa. I gotta do this. I wanted to do every single person. I want to do Cloud.
Yes. Yeah, it's man, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Of course, because you know I love Final Fantasy. That's my series. But a lot of people think that's the best one in the series, and it's really great. But I think to me, mine is a tie between like 6 and 4, which talking about making the remake of those as well, just to like give people like kind of an understanding of the stories and stuff. So they're coming out for y'all, because I don't know if you've seen 16. 16 is gonna be action. It's gonna be like a one main character action where it's just like, you know, you press a button, action, you do this, action. You get a chance to like call up a summon, and like you're flying around this giant summon just killing stuff. So of course they made that for y'all. I cried when they did that, but that's okay. You know, they don't care about me anymore. So
Vincent Valentine, which one's he from? Is that 6?
No, he's from 7. You just
is he?
So since you're playing the remake, make sure you never look on the internet, because someone's gonna ruin it for you.
I know. I already know. I avoid everything.
But he is in 7. You will probably see him in the second part, because you in the game itself, you meet him in the second disc. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not giving away anything, but like,
yeah, but that's fine. Like, I already know like they exist. Fun fact, because I was one of those cosplays, but I fully proud in it. One of my first like cosplays, like in my first year of cosplaying, my first one was technically Yuffie. I mean, not you, Tifa. Sorry, Tifa. I mean, not Tifa. Who am I saying? Riku. Oh my god.
Riku from 10. Final Fantasy 10. Riku from 10.
Yeah, Riku is my first cosplay, and then the next year, my first big cosplay I did was Vincent Valentine.
Nice. Okay.
I didn't know who he was. I was like, he looks cool, and I saw art, and he had wings. I was like, I don't know if he really got wings, and I made wings, and my friend was like, he doesn't have wings, only in average children the movie. I'm like, oh. Well, yeah,
no. Did they do the whole like he doesn't have wings in this one? Worst cosplay ever.
They always quiz me on it. I'm like, why'd you cosplay him? He looked cool, and he got like the claw and the gun, and
so the cool thing about that is like you're not far off because, like I said, wait till you get to the second part. You'll see like his powers and things. You're not too far off. You're really not. Like it. Yes and no on the wings thing. You'll see. I don't want to ruin anything.
Like I heard, like I saw like clips because when I do cosplay characters, I do research. Just before the remake, of course. Of course. So I watched like a clip of Aaron's children. I saw it's like kind of like it was like more of a cutscene, his wing-ish cape situation. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, I get it. But at this point, I was like, I'm making it. I don't care. So
yeah, wait till you.
Wings are happening.
It's gonna be really cool to see how they do his superpower because his power in the game is really unique. You'll definitely love it. Like I said, I won't say anything else because I don't want to ruin it. But
it's really good to know. Okay, you got me. Listen, you got me inspired and stuff. Because I told you, I feel like I've been out of the game for the last, like especially like the last 2 months. It's been stress working. But now, like all inspired, like I want to know. Now I want to see his story.
Yeah, because it's heart wrenching and it's one of the best side character stories in the RPG lore, because you have his story. Yuffie's actually has a good story as well. They don't give her much in the main game, but like when you play the like Advent Children, when you watch that and you, play Crisis Core, you learn a little bit more about her and the people of Watu, and it's great.
I will say I was a little ashamed because I didn't know obviously anything about Final Fantasy, and I had this anime. Well, is he really a game crush? And I love what's his name, Reno. I was something about him. I knew nothing about him other than like I saw a clip of him and I saw how he looked. I was like, he's like the best character ever. I don't care. And then after playing the remake, I'm like, he okay. So I thought he was a good guy. And I was like, what? He's on the editing. What? I was like,
he's an anti-hero. We'll say that.
Yeah, but in my head, I made up this whole backstory for him because I didn't know him, and I was so disappointed. He didn't live up to my expectations.
So when you finally get through all 3 of these games, because of course I think they're doing 3. I don't think they're doing 4. But, definitely watch the movie Advent Children, and you'll understand like, oh, okay, that's what they were trying to do, as opposed to like what they're presenting as, because it's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Again, I don't want to ruin anything. So
okay, I'm 100% going to really go into that. I will say because I know no matter what, everyone tells me how good Final Fantasy really is. So I want to, since I'm not into turn-based, I wouldn't mind watching it. So I might actually like find a streamer who's like really committed to like playing all of the games. Not I have the first 3; those don't count. I have it like on my like the 2-bit version.
Right. Those are amazing, by the way. Amazing.
I haven't. I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to play it. So, I want to really learn the story. So I said I'll watch someone play. That's what same thing. Don't yell at me. Don't get mad. What is it? Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, all right. So let me tell you something about Kingdom Hearts. I'm not even gonna get mad at you. You know why? Kingdom Hearts is the most complicated game ever. I know. I've played almost all of them, and I'm still just like, so there are 15 different Zoras. We keep running into the same guy. Zen Heart is everybody. Like what's happening in this game?
I get confused, and it's turn-based. So for that reason,
it's hybrid turn-based. Yeah, hybrid. You know. You're just pressing X on attack and just doing.
I'll ask my friends. I'm like, hey, you want to come over? Like, I want you to play Kingdom Hearts. So like, why don't you just play? No, I want to sit there and watch you play Kingdom Hearts because I'm confused. And if I play this game, I'm gonna get mad. So I'd rather you play the game, and I'm like, and try to like puzzle piece around it.
I will tell you this: it is the darkest Disney story you're ever gonna watch. Darkest timeline. Darkest. I mean, like nobody's safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Nobody. Mickey Mouse is out here being a ninja warrior. Like it's crazy. It's whew, man. That's all I gotta say.
But I haven't really played Kingdom Hearts. Like I probably played it like twice, but it's more I watch it a lot, and I'm like, I'm gonna understand this.
You gotta play it. It's. So I'll tell you this again. Like the story is complicated. It's really good. Like 1 and 2 is like amazing. 3 is like where you just like, okay, what's happening? And then 4 is about to come out, and he's grown now. I don't. You'll see. It's crazy. Terrible.
That's a whole trip. I put those Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts in the same category. Like, one day I will watch it if someone plays it. So.
Yeah, and don't feel bad because even the Final Fantasy games didn't really have a connection to one another. They just basically were independent stories until 13, which was tragic. And then 13 was like, no, they're all connected. It's like, I hate y'all. But it's cool. Like it's still a great series. I am one of those people, and me and Loc'd say and talk about it all the time on the show. I'm like, you know what? I love Final Fantasy. It's time for it to end. Like I just they're on 16 now, and it's like, what else can you do? You know? And Sakaguchi leaving after 8, it's like they've just been kind of phoning it in sometimes. So it's like, okay. You know?
That makes sense.
Well, Yuki, if there is nothing else, do you have any questions for me before we go?
You say you're not gonna stream. So what's your next plans? Like, what is your next video?
Oh man, so we're gonna Loc'd is gonna try to stream some stuff. He's gonna try to, of course, stream Madden for the sports people, but a few other things like 2K. I'm gonna try to stream a little bit more. I'm not gonna commit to it. Just have fun with it. Keep doing the show because we enjoy doing the show.
Of course,
and just one day show up at a con, to surprise everybody. Just have a nice little stand.
You should.
Hey, what's up with the Nerd Plate?
We're giant con next year together. Listen.
Let's go. I can't wait. Let's go. But yeah, that's really about it, and just just continue making fun content for everybody. So
okay, all right. I wish you the best. It sounds fun.
Thank you. I also need to work on my game more, which that's taking forever. But one day it's coming out.
Oh, okay. Take your time. It's better to not rush. Take your time. Get it the way you want it before you release it.
So I try to tell everybody.
Pressure you.
That's it. It's like I put it out there and it's garbage. I gotta deal with that.
Yeah. Nerds are very critical.
Unforgiving.
It could be perfect, and they were still like, "Oh, why is his hair blue? Like what?
I did this for you, yeah, but I don't like
what
it.
Do you want? So I say, take your time, do it the way you want it. So it's something no matter how anyone reacts to it, you could be proud of it. So
awesome. Thank you so much because I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. Just trying to get the demo done so I can get the Kickstarter, and then just get out there.
Okay. So. All right. I'll support when that happens.
Thank you so much. I'll appreciate it. So Yuki, thank you once again. And again, can you please tell the people where they can find you?
Yes, Yuki Crissy everywhere. Facebook.com/Yuki Crissy, Instagram, TikTok, Crissy Yuki on Twitter. And I will start streaming soon again. So Yuki Crissy there on Twitch. So.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging with us. Thank you again to the great Yuki Crissy, who's out here doing cosplay stuff, still showing up on your top 5 every time. And guys, we'll see you next time. It's been the Nerd Plate. We're out.